Hey y'all, what's up to another episode of Unleashed with the Patriot Sisters? That is us. I'm Izzy.
I'm Christiana.
And y'all, I hope you're enjoying your day so far. Maybe you're on your way to work. Maybe you're on your way to the gym or at the gym.
Or maybe you're packing your stuff to prepare to go to college because schools are going back to college. Hopefully you have not gotten the little jab thingy.
The thing.
And hopefully it's going to be a good semester. No shutdowns are dooming over you, except
unless you're in a liberal state, which, by the way,
that's the topic.
It's kind of the topic. Red state versus blue state. Some don't recognize the value of where they live when it comes to red state versus blue states. And we can easily take those things for granted, which is why we're pausing to reflect on this gift because it's so valuable. And we're going to be comparing, contrasting
blue versus red states. Mm-hmm. We're going to have some fun with this. It's going to be a little bit serious.
But fun.
But factual.
Yeah.
Because facts are what you got to live your life based upon, right?
Exactly. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Welcome to Unleashed with the Patriot Sisters. Buckle up, girl, because we're about to spill that tea just like we did in 1773.
We light the fire under all things politics. And don't worry, social justice warriors, we'll light the fire underneath you too.
Why?
Because we're inclusive.
Prepare to be triggered.
Beginning with number one, the most talked about topic right now is the C. We're not going to be using the exact words because this is also being put on YouTube.
So we'll just say C, and then you can assume that there is going to be a hyphen.
Yeah.
And then 19.
Yeah. And so, or if we say the thing, we're talking about that goes in your arm that everybody hates right now.
Or you loves.
So I don't get it.
Anyway.
I don't get it.
So C. But yeah, okay. So first off, red state. So we're going to do red state, blue state, talk about the same topic. Red state,
it's
blue state.
It's kind of the battle of the states.
It's the, oh my gosh, it's the final countdown. Okay.
Which is the best? But we already know that answer, but we're going to show you why. With statistics.
Have you ever thought about auditioning for America's Got Talent?
Shut up.
I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. You know what? I'm going to shut up.
Good idea.
Okay. So, red state. So, Governor DeSantis recently signed an executive order, which if you don't know about this, listen up. He recently signed an executive order stating that public schools in the state of Florida cannot mandate mask wearing for their students. So, he didn't ban mask wearing, which, by the way, we agree with. I agree with.
Yeah. People want to, if kids and parents want their, or even if teachers and faculty.
You swerved my question.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Want to be able to wear a mask? Do it.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't care. I think you look ridiculous, but do it.
If you want to have placebo effect take place on your life, wear a mask. But the reason why he didn't ban mask wearing is because he wants personal freedom choice to be brought back to who? We the people, the Floridian residents. So he says if a public school parent wants to have their kid
wear a mask, they're good.
Wear a mask.
What he said, though, is that the faculty and the school itself cannot force a student to wear a mask.
Require.
So basically, he is leaving it up to the parents and the child to decide what they want. It's freedom of choice.
What a thought.
So this honestly shouldn't be like, part of the problem this country has starting to fall into is we've been around for 245 years. And now we're starting to have laws and regulations that give us our freedoms.
That's so messed up.
As compared to just having them, because you have to put these things in place in order to protect them, because otherwise people like the Biden regime will come and take them away.
Isn't that stupid? We've come to that point that we've allowed ourselves to come to that point. Now, I get if you're under 18, it's like you were born into it because...
You know what, the other day...
I get that. But for those that are over 18 and that's not okay.
Go on. The other day, the Patriot Mama, I think it was yesterday, she looked at us and she goes, doesn't this she goes, do you want to hear something shocking? Okay. We're on the way to church. And I was like, sure. And she goes, does it make you nervous to know what I'm going to say? And I said, honestly, my entire adult life has been about things that should shock me, but don't shock me anymore because this is now our reality, which many of you who listen are around the same age, a little older, way older, or younger than us. But this is our reality. I don't really, my whole adult life has
Nothing
been.
can shock me. Well, not nothing. I'm not going to say that because.
Well, remember when, we were getting off topic, but remember when those shootings, horrific shootings and terrorist attacks were taking place across the country? When they first started happening?
Shocking.
Shocking.
Now,
every time.
when I hear about how there was a shooting in New York recently, not shocking.
No.
Chicago, which we're going to talk about later in this episode, not shocking.
Or those mass shootings, like the one that happened in Vegas, like
that was shocking.
It was sad, but I wasn't shocked.
Well, I'm younger than you, so it was shocking for me.
I don't know. You could become
Parkland,
numb.
Parkland was the last time where I was shocked.
Okay, yeah.
Parkland shooting, the school in South Florida.
That was bad.
Okay.
They're all bad.
They're all bad, but that was the last moment of it. Oh my goodness. So,
anyways,
red state. We love our governor DeSantis. Blue state, on the contrary. So, stark contrast here. For example, the U.S., the 3 largest school districts are what? New York,
L.A.,
Chicago. Okay. Those.
Don't ask me. I clearly didn't
know. New York, L.A., Chicago. Those are the 3 largest U.S. school districts, and they all are requiring masks in school. Notice the theme. They're all in blue states, ran by blue governors. No freedom of choice. That is wrong. That's not okay. We love DeSantis. Now, there are other states that are also not requiring schools to have these mandated masks.
But we're just talking
about Florida because he gives a lot of great examples.
He leads the charge, usually.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a red state again, how in June of 2021, bring it back to the Sunshine State. Whoop, whoop. It's pretty great. DeSantis signed a law that permanently prohibits local governments from issuing new COVID restrictions. Ooh, I said it. Oops.
Ooh.
Bleep.
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 Anyways.
C-19.
So basically what DeSantis did is that so local governments, the state won't issue a thing because he's our governor, fearless, faithful leader. But some people call him daddy. That kind of makes me uncomfortable.
You know what? I get uncomfortable saying daddy, but if you want to say dad, it feels a little better. But honestly, Trump's more like, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, you're part of an occult, blah, 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 blah. You know what? When Trump came back, we greeted him in South Florida and Palm Beach. I had tears in my eyes, and I thought, you know what? Dad's home. He's back at Mar-a-Lago. He's safe and sound. Although I wish he was back up north, but that's okay. Anyway, Dad's home.
Back to DeSantis. See?
Wow, this is going to be a moment, isn't it?
Do you like it when we ramble?
Anywho,
I don't know.
Going on.
So what DeSantis did is he said that he put into law in June of 2021. He said that local governments cannot impose lockdowns anymore.
Regarding to the C-19.
The C-19. But what they can do is they can issue a lockdown for 7 days at a time. Once those 7 days are up, they have to wait 30 days before they issue another 7-day lockdown.
Because we saw last year what a lot of local governments were doing is they would impose something that would last 14 days or 15 days.
Or 30 days, whatever it was.
And then they would just reinstate it over and over and over. And so DeSantis is like, we're not doing that. Either you lock down for 7 days and you enjoy your lockdown, not really enjoy, but we're not going to be doing this prolonged, exasperating.
Forever.
Yeah.
And you have to wait 30 days in between each week-long lockdown.
It's called common sense.
Which is what would be very helpful in Sydney, Australia right now.
Oh my goodness.
Where I think they had a 4-week lockdown and then they extended another 4 weeks. I think they're like on week 6 of the 8-week lockdown. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's ridiculous. And side note, I hear that Australians are being fined if they put together like protests to what's happening. If they do anything like that, it's like a $11,000 fine.
If they protest.
Yeah, if they do protest and do get-togethers like that to protest what's happening. I know.
Bro. And could you imagine?
Yo, that would not fly. We're going to a protest here. Well, not really here, but our nearest downtown. And we're going to go check it out today. So anyways, but let's talk about California. What's happening in California?
California, they're upping the ante on restrictions. Go figure. That's been I just feel bad for people in Cali. Anyway, but
They're like true warriors out there.
they are the definition of a social justice warrior, and I'm not here for it.
Well, I was talking about like the Patriots. Like, they're true warriors out there willing to like stay. I'd be like, see ya.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
I'm out.
So California, they're upping the ante on C-19 restrictions because of this new, can I say the word? Is it going to make things...
You can say Delta.
Okay, on the new Delta variant. So that is where they're currently at right now. If they continue down this path, which we know they probably will do, they'll eventually shut back down completely. Everything.
You want to take a bet?
Again, what?
I'm betting that they will shut down. It's August 2nd right now. I bet they will be shut down by August 8th.
That soon? I think...
Nah, August 15th.
I've said the 15th because the 14th is the election. Ooh. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, maybe. I think then I go back to the 8th. They're shut down before the election.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, because they think Larry might win and they don't want Larry.
If you're in California, please vote for Larry Elder.
Please vote for him before you vote for Bruce Jenner.
Don't vote for Bruce Jenner.
Thank you.
Just vote for Larry.
Enjoyed? I hope you enjoyed that PSA. Okay, moving back into what we're talking about. So they're going to eventually shut everything down again. That's a no-brainer. And once again, more people are going to suffer. The American people will suffer. And
Suicide
emotionally,
rates.
physically, exactly. Emotionally, physically, financially, etc.
No, it's okay. The government would just take care of them financially. All these legal immigrants coming in.
Yeah, but here's my question.
Be great.
Who's going to take care of them physically when they're going to be back in home baking foods that they shouldn't be eating and getting fat? Because we all know we gained some quarantine pounds last year. Because Chloe Ting is not it. Like, Chloe Ting? I said Chloe at first, but Chloe Ting.
Yeah, we all did. Chloe Ting.
Chloe Ting, it's amazing. She was great, but she did not. Well, not just that, but I didn't see anything happen, and I did it for consistency.
We did the entire
2-week challenge
shred ab.
And I know it's like people are being like, it's 2 weeks. No, you can tell when you're getting stronger. That's what I was looking for. I didn't feel me getting stronger.
I just did 1,000,000 sit-ups.
And it didn't.
And crunches.
Whatever.
A million. If you did Chloe Ting, let us know. What are you looking at?
I'm gonna. You just keep on doing.
Were you like pretend typing? It looked like you were pretend typing for a second. Anyways, so you're not gonna play the song.
Oh, I am.
She's gonna play the Chloe Ting song.
Okay, it's an ad. We're gonna wait for the ad. It's a liberal company anyway, so
Verbo.
Skip.
Okay. So, anyways, let's talk about comparison between gun rights. Now, if you're on the left,
do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay.
I think she redid her audio.
What? You know what? She probably got a lot of complaints.
Anyways.
She probably did.
I'm going to let Izzy look this up. Why her hair feels really clean.
Well, I washed it this morning, so I appreciate you noticing the obviousness.
So, but gun rights, if you're on the left, if you watch anything from the left, you know that they are literally, she should not wear those pants, Chloe Ting.
384 million views? We're watching it.
No.
Can you hear that?
Hey everyone, today's
No.
Horrible. I can't. We're done.
We're going to talk about guns.
Oh, yeah.
The pew-pews.
The pew-pews of America. So, red state. Shall we start with the red state?
Conservatives, Republicans love our guns. It's part of
Liberals should love them too.
Right.
They're really missing out.
I know.
Dude, it's fun.
I know.
Saturday for the boys? No, fam. Saturday for the Patriots. What do? You go out and you shoot pew-pew with your friends at some type of range. And it's like a day affair. It's fun.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I just feel like you're talking a different language.
No, it's fun. I'm saying when you go out, you get some friends together. And
have you ever gone shooting with friends?
Yes. You were with me, which is really sad. You don't remember. That's uncomfortable.
Who?
E.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's like family, so sorry.
Family, friends, whatever. Okay. I'm not going to go shoot with a friend I just met. Like, that's a little weird.
Talk about Illinois.
Are we starting with the blue state?
We're starting with blue this time.
Blue state. Illinois. So, Illinois is full of misled kids leading
they have Mayor
the country.
Lightfoot in Chicago.
No, but I'm serious. There are a bunch of kids leading the state and the city of Chicago, and it's stupid to watch, and I'm so glad I'm not there. But anyway, so basically, this past weekend, we're talking about the last weekend of July. 44 people were shot, 4 of which are now dead in Chicago from this past weekend. I don't know about y'all, but that shouldn't be happening. And
That's
the
a
sad
problem.
part is that it does not even faze me anymore.
No. People don't talk about it.
Am I sad? Of course.
Is it on me?
Sorry. I'm getting a little passionate. Am I sad? Yes. Is it disgusting that this is happening? Of course. But is it shocking anymore? No.
We're numb.
We're numb.
It's like the wolf or the little boy that cried wolf. And now you're just like,
okay, and?
Oh, and?
Which is not how anybody should ever react when they first hear this news. Now, MSN, don't come at me, but MSN said this, quote, according to newly released crime statistics for the month of July, murders in the city, they're talking about Chicago, by the way, murders in the city were nearly the same as the number reported last year, but shootings increased by 15%, and the number of people shot in the city rose by nearly 10% year over year, end quote. So basically, it's getting worse. Now, why do we think it's getting worse, Chrissy?
Because people they're getting the stimmy checks, so they're not going to work, and they're having more free time, which idle hands is the devil's playground.
Wow, you sound like grandma.
Mom said that.
It's a joke, and I know, and I agree with you. But moving on from that very legitimate answer I got.
So if you're looking, hopefully you're getting the point of what we're trying to draw between red and blue states, which, by the way, there's no such thing as a blue state, rather blue cities. So we can have a blue governor, which people categorize it as a blue state.
But like, bro, can I just add something?
Well, you're talking, so go.
Okay, bro, that's not normal. I'm making an emphasis on that. We're going to pause. We're going to backtrack a little bit, a little moonwalk backwards. That's not normal.
Michael Jackson action.
Okay, a little bit of that. That shouldn't be happening. Over 600 people were shot in July in Chicago of 2021. That's not normal. This whole last year was such a theme. People were like, live the new normal. It's the new normal. Blah, 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 blah. The new normal. No. This is not the new normal. Do not get used to it. Do not let it become, what's the word? Numb to it.
Even though we are.
Even though you are. So whatever that looks like in your life of not becoming numb, do that. Because this should not be happening. We need to be, our red flags should be being raised right now, waving in the air, because this isn't normal to have so many people dying in cities, which, by the way, are major blue cities all across America.
You brought up a good point. Okay, you brought up the new normal, and everybody was like, myself included, especially last year, we were all like, this is not going to become my new normal. I'm not going to let it become my new normal.
Yet it was so trendy to say.
Right, and I still stand by that, but at the same time, this government overreach, freedom taking, lockdown, fear-mongering society that we live in, this is our new normal, whether we like it or not. But what also needs to be our new normal is standing up against this to make it not our new normal. Does that make sense?
So what you're saying is, how do we handle the new card that we were given?
Right.
Because we are dealt a stack of cards that are stupid.
This is our new reality. And as much as we'd like to turn around and act like it's not happening, it is happening. We can't live in denial forever.
So we can accept, okay, so let me say this. So we can accept that it's a new normal, but we don't have to treat it like it's a new normal.
Right.
Okay.
We don't have to be okay with it.
We don't have to be okay with it, which looks like what? By holding the line. What other states, because we did a blue state, so no, we got to do a red state.
Yep.
Okay, and then ending on a high note.
We're going to Texas.
Texas!
Yes.
How about them Cowboys? No. Ew. See, I used to live in Texas. I can say that, but I still don't like it. Doesn't feel natural.
Never got into that vibe.
How about them Cowboys? You know what? I would rather watch the Texas Rangers play.
Well, it's because you're more of a baseball girl.
Than the Dallas Cowboys.
But anyways, all right.
Going on. Gun rights.
Governor Abbott, he signed a new law that says that you actually don't need a permit to carry a weapon if you are a legal adult. So if you're 18 and over, you don't need a permit to carry a weapon anymore. This is freaking amazing.
Why?
Especially
What?
Because so many libtards, don't get offended by that, are
Liberal
moving
Fruit Loops, as I call them.
are moving from California to Texas.
I hope this scares them and they run back to Cali.
Please do.
That would be great.
I kind of liked it when everybody was in Cali because they were contained.
I think since, I think it was, I don't remember exactly fully the statistic, but I think in 2020, going back to 2018.
I was going to say something funny.
Okay, what?
I liked it when they were in California because they were like a bunch of toddlers contained in an area, and now they're just running free across the country, and you can't get them all.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Please don't get offended with that. If you get offended, keep listening.
Since this podcast is all about triggering snowflakes. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I really genuinely hope they move back. Since 2018, back in 2020, so 2018 and 2020, I think there was over 100,000 households of Democrats moving into Texas, into DFW from California and not changing their voting pattern. That's absurd. So I hope they get scared of this new law that Governor Abbott put into place or is finishing the process of. Woo.
Which is pretty awesome. So kudos.
Why is it so amazing? Because it's constitutional.
And it's our God-given right.
It's our God-given right. And we're taking it back to what our founding fathers meant for how we act and how we live our daily lives.
So next time you see us in Texas, you can just assume we got, what do you name yours? I don't have a name for mine.
I need a name. I'm not even old enough to properly carry legally here in Florida, but I should go to Texas because you can.
Can you conceal carry it, or does it have to be open carry?
So in Texas, you could be 18 and have a weapon. I think it's a rifle in your car, but you can't have it on your persons until you're 21. And then I think you can just open carry without a permit.
Right, anybody can open carry.
I think that's how it works.
Well, that's cool.
But it's about to be signed into law soon, like very soon. I do know that.
Sweet.
So it's happening.
So here's your mission for this next segment, or this wrapping up. We get asked a lot from people who follow us on our Monday Q&As, which happen every Monday, by the way. I live in a blue state. Should I move? The answer is
we don't have an answer.
We don't have an answer. It's up to you. So there's two different types of people in the country, and you will fall into one of those categories. Category A is...
I have no idea where you're going with this. Like what, liberal versus common sense? Or...
No, well, yeah, but we talk about this. Are you called to be someone who...
Okay, actually, you know what? Finish it. Go for it. There's so many things that we put into two categories. What are we doing? Are we doing liberal versus not? Are we doing Jesus versus John the Baptist? Right? You have the people that pave the way versus those that create the change.
Okay, no.
How are you taking
None
this?
of the above. Okay. But you can be either one of two things. You can be the person who stays in that blue city,
holds the line,
and makes the change, because that's going to need to happen.
And it will be hard living in the blue city while doing that.
Yes. Or you can be someone like us who prefers to live in comfort and come to a red state. Life is great.
And they say, screw it, we're leaving.
That's
what we did.
We vibe.
That's what we did. And we're happy. And now we have the best state and the best governor. And we have Trump down south. So if we ever need to pull him out of hiding, we can do so.
So when DeSantis decides to run and become president, and I don't think 2024, maybe 2028, we could be like, yo, Trump, you're up for governor.
Come on.
Could you imagine?
I'm so excited. I really hope that happens. Or maybe Don Jr. after that. You know what? It's a family dynasty.
Let's have a monarchy.
Let's have him. We're going to freak people out.
Let's do it. Okay.
Most of the family, not all the family members. I'm just excited for Barron when he's old enough.
Oh, he's massively tall.
Dude, he's a giant.
Actually, that would intimidate me.
Homeboy's tall.
Is he 7'1"?
7'1"?
No, 6'3". No, that's not that tall. 6'3".
Not that tall.
What is he?
His dad's 6'2", 6'3".
What is he?
His mom is 5'11". So Barron is probably 6'4".
No.
Yeah, I think he's...
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think so.
6'7".
What?
I knew it was massive.
How old is the kid?
He's I don't know.
What?
Now we're Googling stuff.
No, we're going.
Okay. He was born...
How old is he? He's, so he's 15. He's 15, and the boy is 6'7". Anyway. I don't know about y'all, but... Let's have a photo op with Putin still in office. We'll have Barron as Trump. Or as Trump, as president, and then
he is Trump.
Putin. He is a Trump, but you get what I mean. As
Calm
president,
down.
sorry.
Okay.
And then Putin, if he's still in office, unfortunately, or even alive or whatever, we'll have a photo op side by side and be like, boom, you can ride your horse without a shirt on, but we got a 6, probably 8 president, so take that. You know what? I'm done talking. We're moving on. I'm just totally being silly right now. So here's the thing. You can be 2 people. You can stay in the blue state or the blue city and hold the line, or you can be like, screw it, leave. Both, let me emphasize this, both are okay, both are needed, both are acceptable, and both are just as powerful. Why do we say that?
Because we're going to need somebody at our red states and cities blocking the blue people out.
I'm sorry, what? What did you just say?
I said we're going to need people to deter crazies from coming into our cities and states. So we need.
Is it deter or deter?
Deter. What did I say? Deter? Guess what? It's deter today. Get on my level.
Or you can stay in a blue city, and if there are enough of you,
and hold the line,
you can create change in your schools, in your workplaces, in your communities, and potentially in your city government.
Like we like to say, some people are called to plant the seed, some people are called to water,
and some are harvesters.
Mm-hmm.
They're all needed. They're all essential and vital and powerful and important. So
with that being
figure
said,
out where you fall in the line and do that and double down in it, please. That would be great. Thanks.
Don't be wishy-washy.
We like those that double down.
That's unattractive.
We don't like that.
Anyways, don't forget to
always rise up,
stand tall, and fight back with truth.
Of course, we'll see you in the next one.